All right, Cam, so just general thoughts as far as you getting ready for the Rose Bowl and what makes this game maybe special than other bowl games.
Just because the Rose Bowl is very traditional. I feel like this is a very important game. We just need to win it and go out there and just have fun doing it.
I know last time you guys played, you didn't feel like you had your best defensive effort. What has practice been like the last 4 or 5 weeks trying to write a different story to end the season?
Practice has been very tough. We been getting after it on offense and defense. We getting stronger, more physical out there, so it's a lot of fun.
These games are always interesting because you play a team that you really don't know anything about. Utah playing in their first Rose Bowl. What do you know about them? What have you learned over the last month as you've watched them film?
I learned that they're a really good team. You know, most people don't give them a lot of credit, but they're a good team. So we're going to go out there and just compete.
On defense, you're missing Haskell Garrett. I mean, he's a big guy up there in the middle. I know he helps the secondary out. What's it like as you try to plug in new guys all over this team that are going to get some new experience?
I just feel like we just have the next man up mentality. We just always have to go out there and go out there no matter who you are. So if you get put in a situation, it's the next man up.
Do you feel like you guys have something to prove? Do you feel like you're an angrier team now than you may have been a month ago?
I feel like we always have something to prove every time we stay on the field. You don't want to never disappoint yourself, most importantly, and especially your brothers on the team. So.
Cam, this is our first time talking to you since you decided to come back for next year, right?
Yes, sir.
And so, can you just talk to us about what actually went into that decision in the end? Because last time we talked to you, you were still making up your mind, but now obviously you've decided another year at Ohio State.
Really, what really made my mind was like a lot of stuff just didn't sit right with me. I feel like I had a lot more to prove here, and I feel like I can really help out the team.
And how much is the chance to be healthy for a full year kind of play into that and get a full season's worth of tape on film as well?
I mean, that's I don't really think about that. I just go out there and just try to compete every day. And if am I healthy, I'm healthy. If I'm, you feel me? I just take it one day at a time.
What were the conversations like with your coaches and teammates when you were trying to make that decision?
I didn't really speak much on it because I didn't want anyone's opinion. I just wanted to come from straight from me. So they gave me time to think on my own. I made a decision.
What was the reaction from your teammates when you told them and your coaches as well?
I mean, they were just happy I was coming back. The young guys, I feel like I can go out there, I can help them learn more, and hopefully just to go on the field and just go out there.
How does it feel to be in the spotlight in Rose Bowl in LA?
LA beautiful. I love LA. It was a little rainy yesterday, but today was a good day out there.
How do you prepare yourself with distractions and what's going on and everything for the game?
I usually just tone it out. I don't really get into much like social media and just seeing different stuff. I just be on my own.
What's the most impressive thing about Utah's offense and what you've seen in film study?
They really know they know how to control numbers on the team. I feel like they're really good setup on offense.
Have you got a chance to talk to Coach Knowles anymore since we talked to you last a few weeks ago?
No, I talked to him. I talked to him one time. I was trying to just focus on this game. I wasn't really trying to focus on next year or anything.
What did he think about the fact that you're going to be on his defense obviously next year?
I think he likes that I'm coming back. I really haven't got into depth really about it, but me and him talked a little bit, chopped it up. So, yes,
thanks, Cam.
Yes, sir. Cool. I think I'm good. Get up out here.
how much have they talked to you about Jim Knowles and what he's going to bring to you? Have you talked to Jim Knowles at all yet? Or not?
Yeah, I talked to him one time. I mean, I really haven't got into his defense because I was trying to focus just on the Rose Bowl, but I'm excited to see what he got to bring in.
Have you have you kind of snuck a peek at any Oklahoma State film? I heard a couple other guys say that they've watched a little bit of Oklahoma State just to sort of get a sense. Have you watched any Oklahoma State?
I actually haven't.
No.
I didn't really look into it yet because I was just trying to see what he's bringing. If he switched something up, I don't want to just be trying to look at film and not understand it.
Have you, when you talked to him, did he have anything that he talked to you about just in terms of things he may be doing a little bit differently next year, or was that just more like kind of a get-to-know-you kind of conversation?
I was just get to know you. I was trying to just talk about his life, just trying to understand who he is and where he come from, different stuff like that. So, didn't really get into football much.
Yeah, okay.
Cam, congratulations on your decision to come back.
Appreciate it.
What, in the end, what did it come down to for you?
I feel I have a lot of unfinished business here. I feel like I could especially develop as a player and win some more games. That's really what it came down to.
When you told Coach Combs or the staff or anybody in the cornerback room, what kind of reaction did you get?
It was excitement. They was happy I was coming back. You know, either way, they was happy if I left or came back. It wasn't really a big deal.
What do you want to accomplish on Saturday?
I want to win the game. I want to win the Rose Bowl. That's really a big thing for me. My freshman year, I didn't get a chance to play in it. So this year is the first time I get to play, so I'm excited.
Have you felt that motivation to come out? It seemed like right after the season was over, everyone was really disappointed, and the Rose Bowl felt like a consolation prize. Has that mentality shifted? That now you guys are here, now you have a game to play. There's maybe more excitement than you would have felt 3 or 4 weeks ago.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We all came together. We're having fun because we're out there competing. So we was excited to go out there and play instead of hitting each other and hit somebody else for once.
I think Tom was asking you about Jim Knowles coming in. Have you watched much of what Oklahoma State did? Or?
No, I haven't watched any Oklahoma State film yet. So.
I know that'd be a weird thing to do before preparing for a game.
No, you're good.
But some people do. I don't know.
Oh, no, I haven't yet.
Thanks, Cam.
Yes, sir.
Cam, what kind of challenge do Utah pose for your defense?
Utah, they do what they do really well. So what they show you on film is what they're going to do, and it's up to us to stop it. So that's all.
Talk about the way the defense has played this season. You guys, for the most part, had a great season, but there were some hiccups for you. Can you talk about how you guys played this season?
We had a lot of up and downs. You know, it comes with defense. It comes with us trying to understand a lot of different things in different situations that we've never been in. So overall, it's been very bumpy, but I feel like we got a long way to go. So we're good.
With Utah having a mobile quarterback, that's something you got used to playing against, going against?
It's definitely it's different. Most teams we play against have a quarterback who can't really run much, but we should be all right with it.
And talk about, if you can, about the physicality of the Big Ten and how that prepare you to play against Utah.
The Big Ten is a very physical conference. It prepared us because with the way their offense is set up, so I feel like it helps us out a lot.
Cam, I know this was kind of a crazy season for you.
Yeah.
How do you evaluate the way things went from your own perspective?
We had a lot of ups and downs. We had a lot of stuff we had to correct, and I feel like we had got those corrected during this little break we had, and we have a long way to go. So.
Now, how about your own individual performance? How do you think you played this year?
I feel like I played really well. I don't really like to talk about how good I played, but I mean, I think I played well.
Give me an idea as you walk into a game that is supposed to be a celebration, right? This is the culmination of the season. You guys earned a chance to play here, but I know that you've got goals and aspirations that are a lot bigger. You want to play in the CFP. You want to win a national championship. How do you balance trying to enjoy what you accomplished in being here this week with trying to use this as a stepping stone for where you want to be next season?
Well, the Rose Bowl is a very traditional rich bowl, so I mean, we didn't get the chance to play for a national championship. That's one of our biggest goals, but the Rose Bowl is not just regular bowl you just throw away. It's a really big bowl, really important.
dream of playing in the Rose Bowl as a kid?
I actually didn't watch college football as a kid, really. I didn't really watch sports, really.
So do you have any memories from when you were younger of the Rose Bowl at all?
No, not at all.
We'll hope you make some this week.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, what does playing the Rose Bowl mean to you?
It means a lot because I didn't get a chance to play in 2018. So I always see how good it was from the outside view, but now I get a chance to actually go out there and play. So I'm really excited for that.
You gonna have family here?
What was that?
You're gonna have family here?
Yes, I got my mom, my dad, my brother. They come to the game, so I'm really excited for that one.
How would you describe your defense? Type of style that you guys play?
That's a good question.
How would you
Without giving
describe the defense? Are you guys more aggressive, attack type of defense?
Well, I feel like we have a combination mix of a lot of different things. We go 2 high, 1 high, play a lot of different coverages. So, and the D-line is very good, so they get after the quarterback.
Asked this already, but what ultimately swayed you to want to come back to class
I just had a lot of stuff I just needed to do more here. I feel like my chapter here wasn't done, wasn't complete, and it's a lot of stuff we need to develop on and a lot of games to win. So that's the ultimate goal.
So meaning like development or things you wanted to do more? What kind of things you have goals and what steps you want to take?
I want to develop as a player, as a leader. I feel like the leader role has been slowly growing on me. I really don't consider myself a leader yet, but eventually over time I can get there. It'll help with development and stuff.
What did you do better this year, maybe than you've done in years past? What do you feel like you improved the most in this season?
I feel like I understand the game more. I was coming in freshman year from receiver. I didn't really know much at corner. I didn't know anything really. I was just out there. So this year I'm starting to learn more about how to break down film, how to study receivers, how to cover different ones. That's really about it.
Cam, I don't know if you've been asked this. I just walked up, so I apologize. But
Good.
in playing this year, coming off the Achilles, how much closer to 100% did you get as the season went on, and how much better can you be? Because I've heard with an injury like that, it takes some time, even after you feel good, to trust it and things like that. How much better can you be next year? How much better do you feel towards the end of the season?
My Achilles hasn't really bothered me at all. I really came back early. I was healthy early. I had no pains, so I was fine with my Achilles.
So even mentally, it wasn't something you were thinking about?
No, not at all.
Cam, I don't know what the coaching staff's going to look like next year. You obviously work with Matt Sarnes. What would you want to say about him as a coach, playing for him, and your thoughts on him coming back to Central?
He's a great coach. You know, he always keeps us motivated to go out there and compete. He always challenges us and puts us in different situations to make sure we come out on top. So,
and there's going to be a different look next year. How excited are you for that?
I'm excited. I haven't really looked at it yet, but I'm excited to see what to bring in.
You also obviously made your decision about coming back.
Yeah.
You probably talked about it. Sorry.
No, you good.
You just got to run through again the motivation for that decision.
Really unfinished business. A lot of development to be made. So I have a long way to go in my college career. So I'm gonna just figure it out.
In a game like this one, against a team like Utah who wants to run the ball a lot, how does the secondary play a part in stopping the run while also being aware of play action and things like that? It seems like that's a way to get beat. How do you avoid kind of lulling into a sleep if you're not involved as much as you would against a pass-heavy team?
We just have to have, the secondary, we just have to have good eye control. We focus on our man. We see the ball, we get the ball. If it's a run, we play the run too. If it's pass, we play the pass. So we're good on that.
Utah, a team that throws their tight ends a lot. Or have you noticed that on the film? Just like how much they use their tight ends, they line up like 2-3 tight ends at times.
Oh yeah, they run a lot of tight ends. Their tight ends are really good players, so you go out there, just have to cover them.
How different is that for like a secondary and for your like pass defense compared for a team that uses tight ends as much as they do?
I mean, I feel like for me personally, it's not a difference. You have to cover someone, you have to cover them. But for most, they just probably, I'm not gonna say that, but they run We run a lot of tight ends. They're good at that.
Whitney, Cam, I got to talk with Ronnie just a little bit about this season. You mentioned how getting back on the field for him and just being able to rehab. You're a guy who's in a similar boat, getting on the field before this season and having your career. How did you evaluate just your level of play just throughout this whole season?
First I was excited to get on the field. You know, first year I actually feel like I played a lot, and I feel like I played really well. I really can't complain about how I played. A lot of things I wish I could have back, but you can't dwell on that. You have to move on. So.
And Ronnie mentioned just his rehab was probably the biggest thing where he felt he improved. Would you feel similarly, or was there one area of your game where you just felt you really stepped it up and were able to just fit in that secondary area?
I feel like my mental and confidence really developed, and that's what I needed. So it helped me out there on the field.
What does that look like when you mention just your mental ability to see the game better? Just what does that look like? How do you improve that?
I just learned from different situations I've been put in practice from different ways of guarding receivers and how to adjust if you mess up or something like that. Just correcting myself quick and stuff like that.
Ronnie didn't point out one player specifically, but did you lean on anybody? Did you take notes from any sort of veteran, or did you just how did you go about learning more, like you mentioned?
The person that really helped me and I looked into was Jeff. Me and Jeff Okuda talked a lot. He helped me just so I can understand. He helped me really understand the game better and helped me translate it from off the field to on the field. So.
Does he have like a one piece of advice? Because now that he's in the NFL, he's obviously at the highest level. When you talk with Jeff, just does he have anything that sticks out to you like that?
It's some of the game's about detail in small inches. So if you can correct those small inches and small details, you'd be great.
When did your relationship with him form? Obviously, when he probably was playing at Ohio State. Just when did that really click with Jeff?
Me and Jeff really clicked his last year here. Me and him really got close, and we just always watched film together, always doing something. So he really helped me as a player.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Cam. Has he mentioned about playing against Aaron Rodgers or anything like that?
Nah, he said they're good. They're really good. Yeah.
Gotcha. Thanks, man. Good luck, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cam, how's your experience been in LA so far? Experiencing with your team, going to Disneyland, everything like that, all the events that coincide with the Rose Bowl. How has it been so far?
It's been cool. You know, LA is very different from where I'm used to, and it's very exciting. It's a lot of busy parts moving around, but ultimately I'm just excited. It's good weather, so I don't mind it.
If you were to pick one actor to cast you in a movie, who would it be and why?
Oh, snap. I don't know. I don't know really. I don't know. No, I never thought about that. I don't really know many actors, honestly.
Who's the funniest person on your team?
Oh, okay. Funniest person probably have to be Lloyd McFarquhar or Teron Vincent. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm at the Rose Bowl, so we're doing like a Q&A on Instagram, so that's
you good.
some funny questions. Thanks, Cam.
No problem. No, it's good.
Huh? Was it a hard decision? Or not?
It was a very hard decision for me. You talking about to come back? Yeah, it was very hard. You know, I just had to sit down and pray on it. It was a lot of pros to go out there, a lot of cons to do either one, honestly. And it was just I just tried to follow my heart and what I believe that was best for me and put me in the best situations.
Did you get any kind of report from the NFL about where you might go? Is that too early?
No, I didn't really look into that. I was just trying to see, because I believe that if I'm able to play, I'm able to play. So I would really look into all the stats and where I'll be projected and stuff. Because, I mean, I care about that, but at the same time I don't. Because I feel like if I'm out there, I'm going to be out there. So.
I mean, were you ever really 100% this year?
No.
Are you now? Are you closer to it?
Yeah.
100% or just closer?
I don't want to talk about that.
What's it?
I'd rather not talk about it.
I mean, but by next year you will be.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
I mean, you're on an island as a cornerback. How hard is it to be on that island, especially in this scheme where there's a lot put on you, and know that you're not 100%?
I feel like every time I put my helmet on, if I go out there, everybody expects you to be 100%. So I don't really think about, okay, maybe this isn't gonna work. I just go out there and play like I'm 100%, no fear. So, yes, sir.
Cam, I'm sure you've been asked about this already. Can you talk about your decision to come back and why did you decide to come back? What are you looking forward to?
I have a lot of unfinished business I need to do from development and just playing the game better overall. But what was the last part you asked?
That was it. Just what do you feel like you can? I mean, what do you feel like you can accomplish in another year?
I thought I accomplished a lot. You know, a lot of the development in me personally, and to help others that's here too. So young guys, they come up and they just step in with it's not different.
Did you feel like when you were out there and when you were healthy, you were really you played well. You were able to do what you wanted to do. Maybe you want to be able to do it more. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I always felt that I could do more out there. I know I got a lot of stuff I regret and a lot of stuff I wish I could have back, but overall, I felt like I played really well and no complaints really.
Do you feel like you and Denzel can form a real foundation for kind of the defense to be, I don't know if built around is the right word, but when the coaches are going into the year saying, well, there's two guys we can really rely on when we're deciding what we want to do?
Denzel's a really good player. He's only a true freshman, believe it or not, but he's a great player. He has a really bright future.
Well, I just mean it makes a big difference when you have having one good corner is nice, but having two really changes because if there's just one, they can just throw the other way. Right? So when you have two, that makes a big difference.
I feel like we can make a team very one-dimensional. Me and him are very very good corners, man, cover, so it's be good.
Maybe having two guys with a lot of experience too, that helps you be able to do different things.
Yeah, most definitely, because you get more experience, you get more options to do different things. You can be more creative and stuff like that. So that's a good thing right there.
What did you see from some of the young corners this year that maybe we didn't see a ton in games, but you saw every day in practice? How they come along and how can they be an impact next year?
Young guys, they're really good. People just haven't seen it yet, but they're very aggressive. can cover, they can run, they fast, they can do everything. So it's just a matter of time before everybody see them.
And I know we saw Legend play a decent amount this year, but a lot of it was later in games and things like that. We've heard about the freshman. What does he bring as a corner in your guys' group?
A Legend?
Yeah.
A Legend, he's a competitor. He hates to lose. He's gonna go after every play. He's gonna talk. He's gonna get in your head. He's gonna dominate. So he's a really good player.
Did you see him take a step this year? I know he didn't play as a true freshman. Did you see him kind of evolve as he got more on the field?
Oh, he definitely evolved because his confidence went up. So the more confident a corner is, the better he's gonna be. So that's a good thing with that.
Cam, is it nice to have the decision to return behind you now so that you can just focus on this game and not worry about that?
Oh yeah, that's one of the biggest reliefs I had in a very long time. Because I've been stressed out about it, trying to figure out what should I do, what situations I'm gonna be in. Am I ready? That was the biggest question. Was I ready? But I'm excited to leave it in the past. I just move on, just focus on what I got in front of me.
What was the biggest thing that made you decide I should come back for another year?
The biggest thing was development. I feel like I can get better as a player. I would say I played really well this year, but I feel like I could play better. So
What are the biggest areas in which maybe you feel like you can still develop?
I feel like my technique, just developing a technique, that's one of the biggest things at corner. So once I develop that technique, I feel like I'll be good.
Is it exciting for, to kind of know that, okay, I'm coming back, Denzel's coming back, and, most of this room's going to be back, and we have a chance to just all get better as a group?
Oh yeah, I'm excited for that, because usually it's a new room every year, and this room hasn't really changed. So we just gonna go out there, just keep people, have a good chemistry, and we just ready to push each other.
I had a question. At what point in your career did you feel I am 100% a cornerback, no longer a wide receiver?
Probably towards the end of 2019. That's when I really figured the corner out a little bit. Because at first I was out there, didn't really know much. So I was just out there running with a man all the time, didn't really know no techniques or anything. But at the end of 2019, I feel like I really developed as a corner and opened my eyes to everything else. So.
Did playing wide receiver help? I mean, just going against corners. I know you're not watching what they're doing, but I'm sure you knew what a corner does on a basic level, right?
Yeah, it helped me because as a former receiver, I know what receivers are trying to look for. I know what they're trying to do. So I'm at corner and I'm countering it. It's hard for them to win if I know what they're doing.
Is that still something you think about, even though it's been 4 years?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because I always switch from one side to the other. If I know what the receiver's doing because of my play that position, I should be fine. So.
With Chris and Garrett opting out, some of the younger guys getting the opportunity to play. Some guys, probably Ohio State fans, haven't seen a whole heck of a lot of, and Marvin and even Julian. You guys get to go up against them in practice every day. What are Ohio State fans in for getting to watch these guys play on New Year's Day? You've seen them more than me.
So all I can say is they're better than what most people expect. They're very talented. Even though they're young, they're a lot more talented than people can see because Chris and Garrett was there. But when the young guys step up and people start noticing, like, oh snap, these guys are really good too. So.
Cam, is there anything? I know you all went to Disneyland yesterday. How was that experience? Just being able to go there?
Oh, it was fun. It was different. I haven't really been to a big park like that. I always see it on like movies and TV and stuff like that, but never really got to really be there myself. And I was excited to do that. So.
Is there anything like sort of off the field that you're excited